So roughly 6 years ago, I started talking to somebody online who turned out to be my longest lasting internet friend, and actually met up with this person for the first time in real life about a month ago now. So I just wanted to put out a video explaining the whole story behind that. But before we really get into it, I'm going to have to rewind it back. Here you are, fucking origin story for Liam T right here. We're going to have to rewind it back to when I was 14 years old. So I want you to prepare yourselves because this is going to be a little bit of a shocker. The person who sits in their garage making laser guns and YouTube videos talking about random stuff isn't actually the most forward person in the world. I'm not actually very confident in real life when it comes to talking to people. And I feel like it shows a little bit on camera, but it's not like that's anything new. I've always been like that, and probably even more so when I was younger. So 14-year-old me, I didn't really have that many friends growing up. I used to spend a lot of my time on these different social media apps like Facebook and Kik. I don't think I even had Snapchat at the time. But I used to spend a lot of time on my phone and on the laptop anyway. When I was 14, I was still living with my mum at the time. And one day we were all staying around her, at the time, boyfriend's house. And I didn't like him at all, really. And I still don't. I think he's a bit of a cunt. But that's beside the point. I was at this house and I didn't really want to talk or interact that much with, like, people. So I'd usually sit upstairs in the room on the laptop. And I'd go on sites like Omegle. I have no idea what the interests were. I searched in. No idea. It was probably something like Black Veil Brides or some shit. This is what I looked like when I was 14. Okay, this is what we're working with here. And one of the people who I was talking to on Kik was this girl called Jasmine. And I think she was roughly the same age as me, 14, 15. She might have been a little bit older. I think she's older than me. Shit, I can't remember. But anyway, I was talking to her on Kik, and I found out that she was actually from Germany. So obviously, at first I was like, well, you know, it's cool, she's from Germany, but, you know, we're never going to meet up or anything, we're just like friends, so that's fine. I mean, I wasn't looking for none of this. Probably was, to be honest. So anyway, we would talk more or less every day, and I think one of the things that I really liked about it is obviously, like, growing up around that age, there's a lot of different emotions and things going on, and I think what I liked about having this person that I was friends with that was so far away is that it's somebody that you can sort of just express everything you're thinking and feeling to without any repercussion, because obviously if it's somebody in real life they can tell people or things can come of it, but when it's somebody that's so far away, it's just over 3,000, is it 3,000? No, over 1,000 miles anyway. It might be 3,000. It's over 1,000 miles away, so it's not going to catch up with you. And I think I really like that because I'd be able to like tell anything, and I'm pretty sure it was like the same on her side as well. So you know, we had a lot of deep conversations and things, and we were very good friends. Now then, the first bit of drama or complication that I had with this friendship with Jasmine, that came up when I got my first girlfriend when I was about 15, 16 years old. I remember one time she actually went on my phone and she went on my Facebook and deleted all the girls that I had on my Facebook. That's the level that we're dealing with here, guys. So I was trying to keep it under wraps because I knew how jealous this person I was seeing was. But eventually it did come out, and there was a big argument because of it. She was pretty much just upset that I was talking to this person from Germany more than I was talking to her. So that was a bit awkward, but I think she tried to block Jasmine on my phone. We managed to sort it out, and we were still in contact. I don't think we were talking quite so much, but anyway, fast forward about a year, me and this girl that I was seeing broke up, and me and Jasmine, we're still talking, which is quite impressive, because I think by this point I am about 17. Yeah, about 17 years old now. I think around this age was when we started talking about the idea of potentially meeting up someday. But it was still quite a long way off, so it wasn't too much that we really got into. But it was mostly because I used to go to Comic-Con every 6 months in London, and I'd send pictures and things to Jasmine, and she liked the look of it, and she wanted to like check it out. So we were saying that we'd like find a way to get her to come here for that. So as I said, age 17, I now meet another girl, and this one was pretty much rinse and repeat because she also was quite jealous and didn't like the idea of me talking to somebody pretty much as I was talking to her. And I think that's understandable, to be fair, because I'm also quite a jealous person in that regard. It was around this point where I sort of was starting to think that, you know, eventually we'd just stop talking altogether because we've been talking for quite a while. And, you know, you sort of run out of things to talk about, I guess. But we talk now and again, probably every few weeks or something for the duration that I was with this person. Me and that girl broke up when I think I was about to turn 19. Wow, that's quite sad really, isn't it? You can track the fucking timeline of my life by the different breakups I've had. Well, now age 19, we were starting to talk a little bit more about the possibility of meeting up, and the talks were getting a little bit more serious. I was looking at like the prices for flights and hotels and things, and like seeing the logistics of it, seeing if we could work something out. So we were still talking on and off, and there was nothing too serious about the plans for meeting up. But after I turned 20 this year, I had a lot of stuff go down with somebody else I was seeing, and it left me in quite a bad place at the time. That's why I've had a lot of conflicting ideas about what I want to do, like with myself. So I was like, well, fuck it, I'm not going to do the Delta Prop stuff anymore. I don't want to do it. I just thought I'd just chuck it away. So I put out a video saying that I'm done with that. And I started doing some YouTube stuff, and then after a while I got bored of that, so I chucked that. Went back to Delta Props, and now I'm just somewhere like in the middle. I'm trying to do a like healthy, a nice balanced diet, a nice mixture of the two. We started talking a lot more around this time, and I was very grateful for that. You know, she was there for me when I wasn't my best. So, real quick, just gonna say a huge thank you for that. But while I was going through that phase, I was like, you know, I've been talking to this person for so long. They've been there for me for so many things, and I've been there for them for so many things. I've got money now, I've got an income, I'm not going to college, I'm not doing anything really. I don't really have an excuse not to just buy a plane ticket and go and meet them. So, that's what I did. So we're above somewhere in Europe now. I think we'll be landing in the next 20 minutes, half an hour. I just wanted to make an update on how I'm feeling currently, because it's sort of sinking in that within the next hour-ish I'm going to be meeting somebody that I've been talking to for like the past 6 years for the first time. And I've got to admit, I'm a little bit nervous about how it's going to go, because I don't want to give like a bad first impression or anything, but I mean, I know it'll be fine because we get on really well when we talk and that, but I've just got fingers crossed it's not too awkward or anything. It's quite funny. I remember the very first thing that I did when I got to Hamburg was I went to a Starbucks, as you do, you know, me being a white girl and all that. So I went to Starbucks, got myself a nice big coffee. I was waiting for it at the subway, and I spilled the entire fucking cup of coffee, like, all over the subway. Like, it was the full cup and everything. So, yeah, I guess it was like a little bit of revenge for World War II. So the exact moment that we met, I was in the subway, and I was trying to get one of those photos where you open the shutter for ages on the camera, and you have loads of people walk past and stuff, and you get trains going past. And then when the shutter closes and it makes it into a photo, you get like you get loads of blur to show like all the people moving in that. I wanted to get one of those just to put on the gram probably. I had it perched on top of this electrical box. There's still coffee everywhere. And I just turned around and she's just like stood there. I was like, ah. Hi there. Okay, to be honest, my memory isn't the best. And anybody who knows me in real life can vouch for that. So instead of trying to badly describe the different things that we did, I'm just going to show a video clip and the photos, like a little montage of all the best things that we did while we were there. Because I did get quite a lot of photos and videos, so I'm just going to throw those up on screen now. York City. If you don't know already, everywhere that I go on holiday, or that I have gone on holiday for the past year, I've been trying to get a tattoo to represent where it is. So here I've got my, I don't know if you can you see these? I've got my New York City one there, that's the Empire State Building. These are the 3 X's, that's the Amsterdam City logo. And then here I've got this anchor, and that's for Hamburg, because the city logo for Hamburg is like a castle or something with a big anchor in the middle of it, because it's a port city. Port Port with a T. It's not a poor city. I don't think so. No, it's a nice city. Another thing as well, which I think is quite funny, is that I didn't actually tell pretty much any of my family or that many people where I was going, like, and what for. I told them that I was going with my friend that I went to Amsterdam with, and we were just going because it was on like a cheap last minute deal and that. Because I know if I'd told like some of my family members, they would have been like, what the fuck, you can't do that, that's just stupid and dangerous. And in life, you've got to take risks, okay? That's my honest opinion. And I think it was worth it. I think it paid off, and I'm really happy that I did it. So if you have an internet friend, or if you're talking to somebody online, maybe like a long distance relationship or something, and you think, this isn't going to work because it's too far away, to quote Ed Sheeran, distance is relative to the time that it takes to get on a plane or make a mistake, so say it again. And what that line means is, it doesn't matter how far away somebody is. If you want to see them, you'll save the money, you'll get on a plane, and you'll go see them, even if it takes you a fucking year. Even if it takes you 6 years, you'll do it. So, no excuses. If you want to see someone, you can do it. Just motivational speech right now, coming from Liam T. Subscribe. And now then, just to wrap up this video and put a nice big bow tie on it, I just want to say a massive thank you to Jasmine. You've been an amazing friend to me over the years, and it was a really good experience getting to meet you in person. Hopefully you do come to London at some point in the next year or so. That'd be really cool. And honestly, I think you've been a better friend to me, even though we've met once for 3 days. I think you've been a better friend to me over the past like 6 years than some of my real life friends have. And I think that speaks volumes. As I said before, distance is relative to how much you want to see somebody. If you want to see somebody, you'll make the effort and you'll do it. I'm going inside now to get another cup of tea because this one is all out, which is just a sad time really. If you've enjoyed the video, leave a like rating down below, and leave a comment, let me know what you enjoyed about it, and if you want to see more of this style of video, me just sort of sitting down and talking about something, because I really enjoy making this style of video, so I hope you like it. And subscribe to the channel down below if you want to see more videos like this one, and all the other stuff that I'm obliged to say as a YouTube creator. So subscribe, Patreon, whatever, all that stuff. Fuck it, go find me. I'll see you in the next one. I'm going. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out. Bye.